Friends, welcome to my next video on SAP MM, which is on invoice verification. So, in my previous session, we had learnt about part 3 of the variances and invoice blocks, which was variances without reference to an item. Now, we will move on to the part number 4 of variances and invoice blocks, which is releasing blocked invoices. I have divided this part 4 releasing blocked invoices into 3 sections. First section, we will take up the overview of releasing blocked invoices. In the section B, we will do one exercise on releasing invoice manually, and in the section C, we will do one exercise on release invoice automatically. So now we will take up the section A, where we will learn about the overview of releasing blocked invoices. Okay, so here we will learn about blocking invoices, releasing blocked invoices, automatic release, manual release, and some information on workflow. Okay, how we can use workflow for releasing blocked invoices due to price variances. So first we will take up this one, blocking invoices. What is blocking invoices? Here is a simple figure where we can see how the invoices are blocked. Here there is some purchase order and GR is done, and invoice is also posted. When posting invoice, system finds some variances. Okay, some kind of variances, maybe some quantity variance or price variance. Okay, anything it can find. So if system finds some variances, then it will block the invoice for payment. So once the invoice is blocked for payment, payment cannot be released to the vendor by the finance department, or financial accounting cannot do the payment to the vendor. Okay, now there are 3 reasons that an invoice is blocked. What are the 3 reasons? First is due to variances in an item. Second, by manually entering a payment block when we are posting invoice. Third one, by stochastic blocking. If an invoice is blocked for payment, in the accounting document of the vendor line item, payment block indicator will be selected. Financial accounting is then unable to pay the invoice automatically. And furthermore, a blocked invoice must be released for payment in a separate step. So what is this one? So if an invoice is blocked for payment, in the accounting document of the vendor line item, payment block indicator will be selected. For example, here I will go to some purchase order here. Here, some purchase order, let us say there is an invoice actually here. So here, if we go to the invoice here, so if we go to the here payment, right here we can see payment block, or some reason is the invoice verification. And further, if you go to the accounting document of this one, I will go to the accounting document. So here, this is the vendor line item of the accounting document. If I double click on this one here, I can see that payment block is R. Okay, and this R is set up here, selected by the system automatically. Okay, that means the invoice is blocked and the finance department cannot make payment to the vendor. This is in the vendor line item of the accounting document of the invoice document. Next, releasing blocked invoices. How to release the blocked invoices? To release the blocked invoices, we must go to the SAP transaction code MRBR by following the path logistics materials management, logistics invoice verification, further processing, release blocked invoices. And once we go to the transaction MRBR, we can see this screen. Okay, this one. Let me just take you up to the screen here. Here, I will take you here. This is the screen MRBR, and the path is here. Okay, MRBR. Logistic invoice verification, further processing, release blocked invoices. MRBR. I will go here. So we have to input parameters like company code, for which company code we have to release the invoices, fiscal year, which vendor. Then this is the selection area. This is the make selection. Okay, we can make the selection like I just told you, like company code, fiscal year, vendor, posting date, purchasing group, user, all this one. Next, processing. Here in the processing area, we can select either we want to release invoices which are we want to release either manually or automatically, like that. These 2 options are available. And in the select blocking procedure, we can select blocked invoices which are blocked due to variances, manual payment block, and stochastically blocked. And also in the specifying processing, there is one more box here, move cash discount days. Okay, what is this one? I will show this one. We can see move cash discount day here. In the processing area, we have the radio button release manually, release automatically. In the blocking procedure, we can select block due to variances, manual payment block or stochastically blocked. And let me go here. In the selection area, select the invoices that we wish to process, like for which company code, fiscal year, vendor, etc. In the processing area, specify whether we want to release invoices manually or automatically, and whether the cash discount days in an invoice are to be moved during the release. What is this move cash discount days? In the time between the blocking and releasing of an invoice, the cash discount period could expire. For example, the invoice was blocked last month, and today we want to release the invoice. That means between this 1 month, the cash discount period can expire. When we release an invoice, we can move the cash discount days forward in order to extend the payment period. If we want to, if the cash discount period has expired when we are going to release the blocked invoice, then what we can do, we can move the cash discount days forward by selecting this checkbox in order to extend the payment period. Here we have to select this checkbox here, move cash discount date. If the cash discount period has expired, then only we can select this one and move the cash, and we can extend the cash discount period further maybe for another 1 week or 2 weeks or whatever it is. Next, if we select release manually, then in the blocking procedure area, we can select which blocked invoices we need to release from the below options. What are the options? Invoices that are blocked due to variances, or invoices that are blocked manually. Manually means in which a manual payment block has been set at the header level, or invoices that were blocked stochastically. What I mean to say is, if we select release manually here in the MRBR transaction, if we select release manually, this box release manually, then we can select which of the invoices we want to release. Either the invoices blocked due to variances, or invoices which are blocked manually, or which are having manual payment block, or invoices which are blocked stochastically. Okay, we have three options here. These options we can select if we are using this manual release manually only, not for automatic. Okay. Next, automatic release is only possible for the blocking reason blocked due to variances. If you want to use automatic, then only we can select release block due to variances. This is the only option available for automatic, release automatically. If you want to release the invoices automatically, select this release automatically and just select block due to variances. We cannot select manual, because manual payment block we cannot release automatically, and invoices which are stochastically blocked also we cannot release automatically. Only the invoices which are blocked due to variances can be released automatically. Then automatic release. For automatic release, the system checks each blocking reason to see whether it is still valid. This can occur for invoices that were automatically blocked due to quantity, price or date variances, or due to quality checks. If a blocking reason is invalid, the system deletes it. If all blocking reasons for an invoice are deleted, the invoice is automatically released. Of course, if there is no more blocking reason for an invoice, it means the invoice is automatically released. Here in the figure we can see purchase order is for 100 pieces. GR is done for 60 pieces only. Okay, we have received only 60 pieces. Next, the vendor has given invoice for 80 pieces. That means invoice is more than GR quantity. Now, what is going to happen? Invoice will block for payment. Invoice is blocked for payment. Why? Because the invoice quantity is more than the received GR quantity. Next, what we can do? If you post a credit memo for 20 pieces, or if we receive the balance quantity of 20 pieces, 80 minus 60, 20, then blocking reason is no longer valid. Then the payment program cannot pay the invoice. Okay, program cannot pay the invoice until the invoice is blocked. Once we post a credit memo or receive the balance 20 pieces, then the blocking reason will be no longer valid. Then we can release the invoice automatically. Once we release the invoice automatically, the payment block indicator will be removed and the automatic payment program can pay the amount to the vendor in the background. And in automatic release, some more points we have to know. Blocking reason QTY quantity may no longer apply after the arrival of a further delivery for the balance quantity or a credit memo. Both are possible. Here, in this example, we can see invoice for 80 pieces, but GR is for only 60 pieces. The blocking reason will be no longer valid when if you receive the balance quantity of 20 pieces or if you post a credit memo for the excess quantity of 20 pieces, which you have already posted the invoice. Blocking reason date becomes invalid over time. Blocking reason price may no longer apply if we change the purchase order price or if we receive a subsequent credit. Blocking reason QUA quality becomes invalid when the goods pass the quality inspection. Invoices that contain any blocking reason and a manual payment block set in the document header are not released during automatic release. If your invoice is having a manual payment block in the header, then we cannot release such invoices automatically. Invoices with a manual payment block in the header must be released separately. They have to be released separately manually. We can also let automatic release run in the background using program rem08 release. For this, we need to create variants and define job and run the job for this program. The finance department are using this program rem08 release very much to release the invoices in the background. To release the invoices in the background using this program, we need to create variants and define job in SM36 transaction and run the job for the program. We can schedule the job at a certain time so that the system automatically releases the block invoices at particular time at which we schedule the batch job. Manual release. We will go for some more details of the manual release. For the manual release, we choose a blocking procedure which determines which invoices we want to process. Just now I told you, if you want to release the invoices manually, we can select whether we want to release invoices blocked due to variances or invoices which are which have manual payment block indicator or invoices which are stochastically blocked. These three options are available if you want to release the invoices manually. We can either release only the invoices that have been blocked due to variances or only the invoices that have been manually blocked or only the invoices that have been stochastically blocked. I just now showed you. For manual release, the system first shows a list of blocked invoices. From this list, we can delete individual blocking reasons or release the entire invoices. Once we go to MRBR transaction code and put some selection parameter like company code, fiscal year, vendor, and select manual release, then due to variances, whatever it is, then if we execute, then system will display the list of the invoices which are having blocking reasons. And once we are in this transaction code, we can delete those blocking reasons which we want, and then we can release the invoices. After we delete the blocking reasons and click save, then only the invoices will be released. Once the selection has been made, the system displays a list of blocked invoices that fulfill the given selection criteria. This list contains a lot of information and we can organize it to suit our needs. If invoices still contain blocking reasons that are no longer valid, these blocking reasons are highlighted in color in the list. For example, uh, if we go here, release blocked invoices. I am in MRBR transaction code. I will put the selection parameter company code, fiscal year, and this vendor 5000545. I will select release manually. I will select release blocked due to variances, and I will select some variant here. SCM 515, /SCM 515, and I will click execute. See here, system will display the list of the blocked invoices, and the invoices for which the blocking reasons are invalid will be highlighted in color. For example, here it is in yellow color. That means this blocking reason is invalid. This blocking reason is due to quantity. This is invalid. Why it is invalid? Because maybe that is some part of the PO quantity was not received and invoice was already posted. Then maybe that is the balance quantity is received. Once the balance quantity is received, then the blocking reason will be invalid and this becomes yellow color. For example, I will show you. The PO number is 4500017975. If I go to the PO here, 17975, for example, here, yeah, this is the PO number 17975. Okay, so here, initially, on 17th of July, 70 pieces were issued out of the 100 pieces. PO is for 100 pieces. 17th July, 70 pieces were issued, and invoice was posted on 17th of July only for all the 100 pieces. That time, the invoice was blocked because of quantity variance, because the balance quantity of 30 pieces were not issued, and this balance of 30 pieces were issued on 24th of July. Hence, that blocking reason has become invalid, and the invoice can be released for payment. Here, 4500017975 here. That is why it is invalid, because the balance quantity has been received. This was having blocking reason quantity. Next, since the balance quantity is received, this is no longer valid. We can delete blocking reasons in single invoice items by placing our cursor on a blocking reason and choosing delete blocking reason. When we delete the last blocking reason and choose save changes, the system releases the invoice for payment. For example, here I am in MRBR. For example, some invoices may be having more than one blocking reason. For example, if I take up this one, this PO number 4500017957, it is having two blocking reasons. One is quantity, other is price. If I want to release this invoice, what I can do, I had to select this first blocking reason and then delete the blocking reason. I had to cancel and delete. Then price, select this one, delete blocking reason. It is deleted. Now, if I click save changes, the system will release this invoice. This line will disappear from the list of the invoice document number and purchase orders. I'm not going to save this one because I just showed you this one, how we have to do it. Next, if we want to release an invoice, we must select one line of the invoice and choose release invoice. As a result, all the other line items of the invoice are also selected. The system releases the invoices when we choose save changes. Once we click this save changes here, then this invoice number will be released automatically. Invoice number 51056095886 will be released. Next, workflow. Releasing invoices blocked due to price variances. We can use the workflow to release invoices which are blocked due to price variances. If items have been flagged with a price block, then the buyers responsible for the purchase order can be automatically informed using workflow. To use the workflow, we have to activate the workflow template in configuration in SPRO, in material management, logistic invoice verification, invoice block, activate workflow template. So once we activate this one, whenever the invoice verification clerk blocks any invoices, automatically it will send a mail to the buyer. He will get a workflow item in his inbox. Then he can open that mail and check why the invoice is blocked. He can either delete the blocking reason, or he can change the PO price if it is due to price variance, or he can flag invoice item as cannot be clarified. If he cannot clarify, then it will again go to the clerk, and then it is up to the between the buyer and the invoice verification clerk what to be done for such reasons. They can either discuss with the vendor and close it, or whatever it is. This is about the workflow. This workflow, ends when the price block for the variance item is no longer valid due to the change in the PO price, or when the invoice items have been released due to deletion of the blocking reasons. This workflow is a separate part actually. If you want to use workflow, we have to set up this workflow template, and then we should also assign certain roles to the user IDs. It is a separate part actually. Then we will take up the next part, section B, where we will do one exercise on release invoice manually and then release invoice automatically. We will take up in the next sessions. So this is about the overview of releasing blocked invoices. Thank you for watching my video. Please give me your valuable comments, likes, and please subscribe to my channel. And also, please press the bell icon so that you will get notification of my upcoming videos on several scenarios on MM. See you in my next video.